Ever wondered why we age and what actually happens to our bodies over time? It's a question that sparked curiosity and inspired countless research. Aging, an inevitable part of life, is a universal experience shared by every living organism on this planet. From the moment we're born, we're on a constant journey of growth and change. Our bodies, complex biological machines, are constantly working, repairing, and adapting. But as time passes, these processes gradually slow down, leading to the physical and mental changes we associate with aging. From the wrinkles that grace our skin, to the wisdom that molds our minds, aging leaves its mark in myriad ways. But what drives this process? What are the biological mechanisms behind it? And most importantly, why does it happen? As much as aging is a part of life, it's also a deep-rooted enigma that scientists are still trying to fully understand. Let's unravel the mystery of aging and understand the biology behind it. Our journey begins at birth, the starting point of our biological clock. As we take our first breath, a fascinating and complex process of growth and development initiates. This journey from birth to childhood is marked by rapid changes that are nothing short of miraculous. From the moment we're born, our cells are hard at work, dividing and multiplying at a dizzying pace. This cellular activity is the engine that drives our early development. Every second, millions of cells are dividing, each one carrying the blueprint of our genetic code, which guides their growth and function. As infants, we're born with roughly 100 billion neurons in our brains. These neurons form connections, known as synapses, at a rapid rate, creating a vast network of neural pathways. This is the time when the foundations of our cognitive abilities, motor skills, and even our emotional intelligence are being laid. Our bodies, too, grow at a remarkable rate. Have you ever wondered why babies have such chubby cheeks? That's because they're born with a layer of fat, called brown fat, which serves as a source of energy and helps keep them warm. As we grow, this fat gradually disappears, replaced by lean muscle mass and stronger, denser bones. Our immune system, too, is on a steep learning curve, starting to recognize and respond to the various pathogens we encounter. The vaccinations we receive as children help train our immune system, preparing it to fight off diseases in the future. But it's not just about physical growth. Childhood is also a time of immense social and emotional development. We learn how to interact with others, understand our emotions, and navigate the world around us. From the way we start to recognize faces to our first steps and our first words, every milestone we reach is a testament to the incredible growth and development that occurs during this phase of life. It's a period of exploration, learning and adaptation as we prepare ourselves for the challenges and opportunities that lie ahead. And so, as we transition from childhood into adolescence, we carry with us the fruits of this rapid growth and development. This phase of rapid growth and development sets the stage for the next phase of our lives. Next, we enter adolescence, a period of dramatic changes and the peak of our physical abilities. This is a time when our bodies undergo a whirlwind of transformations, all thanks to the orchestra of hormones playing within us. The onset of puberty marks the transition from childhood to adulthood, and it's like a biological symphony, with hormones conducting the performance. During this phase, our bodies grow rapidly, and we experience a significant increase in height and weight. This growth spurt is often accompanied by a development of secondary sexual characteristics, such as the deepening of the voice in males, and the development of breasts in females. But it's not just about physical changes. It's also about neurological development. Our brains are still maturing, with the frontal lobes responsible for decision-making and impulse control being the last to fully develop. This is why teenagers are often impulsive and prone to taking risks. It's their brain still figuring things out. Now let's talk about peak bodily functions. During adolescence and young adulthood, our bodies are at their prime. Our metabolic rate is at its highest, burning calories and breaking down nutrients at an impressive speed. This is why teenagers can often eat a lot without gaining weight. Our physical strength is also at its peak. Muscles grow and develop, becoming stronger and more efficient. This is often the period when athletes reach their maximum performance levels. Cognitive abilities? They're at their sharpest too. Memory, reasoning, problem solving, all these cognitive functions are at their best during this period. This is why learning new skills or languages is easier during these years. But as with all good things, this peak of vitality doesn't last forever. As we transition into our late 20s and early 30s, these high levels of physical and cognitive performance start to plateau. And then, gradually, they begin to decline. As we leave young adulthood, our bodies start to show the first subtle signs of aging. But fear not. for this is merely the next chapter in the fascinating journey of life. As we transition into middle age, our bodies begin to show more noticeable signs of aging. This is a stage in our lives when we start to see the subtle yet profound shifts in our physical and biological constitution. These changes are driven by an array of factors, one of which is the slowing down of cell division. You see, our bodies are an assembly of trillions of cells, constantly replicating and renewing themselves. But as we cross the threshold into middle age, this process starts to slow down. The rate at which our cells divide and replace themselves diminishes, leading to slower recovery and repair. In tandem with this, we also start to witness the onset of age-related conditions. Our vision might not be as sharp as it once was, perhaps necessitating the need for reading glasses. This is due to a condition known as presbyopia, where the lens of the eye becomes less flexible, making it harder to focus on close objects. Our metabolism also begins to slow down, meaning our bodies are not as efficient at converting food into energy. This can lead to weight gain and higher cholesterol levels, and it's why maintaining a balanced diet and regular exercise becomes even more crucial as we age. And let's not forget about our hair. The pigment-producing cells in hair follicles, called melanocytes, start to die off, leading to the appearance of gray hair. It's a hallmark sign of aging, and while some may choose to embrace it, others might reach for the hair dye. All these changes are a part of the natural aging process. They're a testament to the journey we've embarked on, the experiences we've had, and the wisdom we've accumulated. They're not necessarily indicative of a decline, but rather, a transition into a new phase of life. And as we move into old age, these changes become even more pronounced. But remember, aging is not a disease, it's a part of life's grand narrative, and there's beauty in every chapter. In old age, our bodies continue to change, and we experience the most significant effects of aging. As we journey through the final chapter of life, each system within our bodies continues to evolve. Our bones become less dense, our skin loses its elasticity, and our muscles gradually weaken. This is the body's natural response to the passage of time, a gentle reminder that every living organism is subject to the same laws of nature. One of the most common conditions we encounter in this stage is arthritis. Our joints, having carried us through countless adventures, start to show signs of wear and tear. The cartilage that once cushioned our movements begins to degrade, leading to stiffness and discomfort. However, it's not just about physical changes. With age, our hearts too may not function as efficiently as they once did, leading to various forms of heart disease. Our minds, the epicenters of our existence, are not immune either. Dementia, a term that encompasses a range of neurological disorders, is another challenge that some of us may face. Memory loss, confusion, and difficulty in performing everyday tasks are just a few of the symptoms. Despite the challenges it poses, it's crucial to remember that this is not the defining experience of aging for everyone. Many individuals continue to lead vibrant, fulfilling lives well into their twilight years. Aging is a complex journey filled with both challenges and triumphs. It's a time to reminisce about the past, to take pleasure in the present, and to pass on the wisdom we've garnered over the years. It's a period of life that invites us to slow down, to appreciate the beauty in the mundane, and to find joy in the simplest of things. Yes, our bodies may change, and we may face new health concerns. But these changes are not just about decay. They're about growth, about understanding, about acceptance. They're about embracing the journey that life is and finding beauty in every stage. Despite these changes, aging is a natural part of life and comes with its own beauty and wisdom. So, we've journeyed from birth to old age, understanding the biological changes that occur at each stage. We've seen how we transition from a vulnerable newborn to a bustling child, how our bodies reach the peak of vitality during our youth, and how we encounter a turning point as we enter middle age. This journey is not just about the passage of time, but about the intricate biological processes that make up the tapestry of our lives. From the cellular level to the whole body, we've delved into the science of aging, observed the natural wear and tear, the gradual decline in resilience, and the subtle changes in our physical and mental faculties. We've explored the genetic and environmental factors that influence how and why we age, and how these processes impact our health and well-being. While we may not be able to stop the clock, understanding the biology of aging can help us age gracefully and live healthier lives.